Happy Wednesday, guys. It's Wednesday. It's the hump day. Ooh, the middle of the week. We in the middle. We in the hump. And it's Wednesday. W-I-N-S-day. That's what we going to start saying. It's Wednesday. So, I'm going to talk about, y'all, investing in yourself. Ways to look at, different ways to look at how you can maximize and earn more money. I got to pause right quick, y'all. The traffic. Pay attention to this road. Anything going on with my windshield? Okay, all that good stuff. Okay, so this is how we got to start thinking, y'all. We got to start thinking about paying ourselves. We got to start thinking about whenever we work and say we work and pay our bills and things like that, how often do you pay yourself in that? How often do you invest in your own self? You know, I know a lot of times people pride themselves in working a job, a career, 20, 30 years, longer than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, even with some people, they never like really invested in themselves. And investing in yourself can be more like, you know, stocks and bonds. If you have a knack for like owning property, whatever your knack is, if you have a knack of, you know what I'm saying, you probably like to do, you probably certified in something, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to learn a trade. You want to learn something additional. IRAs. You know what I'm saying? With some other funds. Some people into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, different stuff like that, stocks, different things like that. Like investing back in yourself. Like once you basically, like once you work on a job, you pay your, you know what I'm saying, your regular everyday living expenses. What are you doing to invest back in yourself? What are you doing to have something that you can say, okay, I own this. You know what I'm saying? This belongs to me. This is something I can pass down. This is something that got my name and approval on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying, we got to start kind of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be putting at least about 20% back into yourself. Even if you haven't figured out what you want to invest in. Say you don't even know what you want to invest in. You don't know. You kind of like a lot of stuff. You kind of been interested in different things and different services you want to provide. Okay, that's good. Your wheel is turning. You kind of like tiptoeing in. You kind of like having options open to think about what it is you want to do additional. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. So while you thinking and while you know what I'm saying, brainstorming and while you trying to figure it out, go ahead and start putting the money aside. Go ahead and start, like, it's as if you start to plan. You starting to put yourself in a position to plan for it before it actually happens. You can do things like, say if you don't manifest a business, like manifest what the name of your company is going to be. Start, even if you don't even have, say you even haven't filed for your LLC with your state. So you can start writing down start brainstorming company names. Because when you say, if you trying to apply for your LLC, right, you go to your state website, you can search and see if the name you want is taken before you even, like, they're not gonna even let you go any further. That name is taken, or whatever names. Start brainstorming what you want your company to be, with the vision up. Start writing your vision statements. Start thinking about, you're going to have to get you a business bank account and stuff like that. Start, putting action into that. Even if you don't even have customers yet. That doesn't mean you can't start planning. That doesn't mean you can't go ahead and open up your business account. And I tell, like, my personal story, like when I did my, when I started my lipstick line or whatever, I didn't, I just kind of went off a risk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any like customers yet, but I created my LLC. I did everything. I did my website. I visualized, like what type of, I already researched the company, my provider for my lipstick. I did all the homework before I had my first customer. You know what I'm saying? I already wrote out like what my name going to be. I started thinking about the name I want for my company. I started thinking about what kind of products I want. How do I want my colors to look? I started kind of like thinking about that stuff, writing stuff down, kind of, brainstorming and things like that. So I did that. I did all that before I went to the bank and did my business my business bank account. So I already kind of had the blueprint laid out. I started thinking about price points. I did my research on that, like how much I want to charge. Just doing research, things like that. So I was doing like pretty much of the background work. Then I went to the bank and I got me a business bank account. This is before I had a customer. So I didn't wait on a customer to do all that. I already said, okay, this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. I started playing with my page. I started posting different stuff on my page, on my social media. I did unboxings when I first started my lipstick line. This was in 2021. I did unboxings. I showed you guys, if you was following me back then, I showed you my samples. Like because what they did, the company sent me samples of what I wanted to test before I put my labels on it. So I did all that. I kind of was like, okay, I didn't have any customers then, no purchases or anything. I wasn't even really promoting hard. I was just kind of putting things in formation. So that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to really start, even if you don't know where your customers coming from, how you're going to pull it off. It's nothing wrong with going ahead and start working, leaning toward to start working on that. You know what I'm saying? That's the start. Okay, so pay yourself whenever you get your earnings. Pay yourself. Put something back in a fund or whatever as a thing that you're going to start investing, because 2026 is around the corner. So think about it like that. Like I talked about, build something you can own, something with your name on it, something that's legal, something you can file taxes on, and stuff like that. That to me, that's a good whenever you do that, that's also a good way to motivate yourself. Whenever you have a LLC and you can earn money, you can feel good and proud about what you're doing with your money. Like you don't have to feel like you work for 20 years or so and then you didn't do anything for yourself. You don't have to feel like that, because you got your own brand and you the business behind it. You the mastermind behind your brand. You know what I'm saying? That's like it gives you a boost of confidence whenever you do that. So, do that. Okay, so in another way too of thinking about wealth and how what the wealth do. Whenever, say your pay increases, you got that pay increase or whatever, do not increase your lifestyle. What I mean by that is, say if you earning $5,000 more a year, you got that increase or that bump or whatever. That doesn't mean you gonna now purchase you another car if you don't need it. That doesn't mean you gonna go shop at all the brands because you got that $5,000 bump and increase. With that increase, still live the same way you was living, still live that lifestyle you were living before that increase. Think about, okay, now with this extra $5,000, now I can pay up on some stuff. I can get caught up on some things. If I'm behind, I can use this to invest. If you already have a company, invest more into yourself. Things like that. Sit on it until you figure out what it is that your next step. While you learning and researching, sit on that. You can. So with the pay increase, your life don't inflate your lifestyle. You got to kind of still stay modest, still shop how you been shopping. If anything, you might want to start thinking about shopping differently. You want to probably start thinking about shopping in bulk to save money, couponing, because you want to keep your money. You want to have your money working for you. So you want to think about crafty ways to really save, save your money. You know what I'm saying? Like shop more. You know what I'm saying? Like more modest. Another thing that you can do. If you're a person that you like shopping is your addiction. You like shopping. You like to spending money. Remove shopping apps from off your phone. Only shop on your computer. That's like a science. Like when you don't see those shopping apps and you or whatever, you're not prone to shop. You don't get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? Take them off your phone. If you're trying to change your lifestyle, you're trying to do something different, get them off your phone. Also, if you are intrigued by, if you traveling a particular way to work or home, you intrigued by the shopping malls, everything's exciting. You know, this time of year, everything gonna be jumping at you. When you go in the store, everything jump at you. They at the counters, they in the store waiting for you, welcoming you in the shop. Okay, go a different route. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might want to take another route so you won't be intrigued by the favorite stores. For me would be getting me like the TJ Maxx, the Burlington, stuff like that. Go a different way, because every time I go in there, I'm gonna go in there for one thing, I come out with 10. You might just want to limit the route you take, or just limit going into the stores, period. You know what I'm saying? And if you do go in the stores, go with a budget in mind and stick to that. If you go do the clearance racks, like go on shop on the clearance, you know, you gotta restrict yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go with accountability partner. If you know you will go ham when you buy yourself, take that accountability partner that's going to keep you on track. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say, like, I don't like shopping with my husband because he'll get me in check all the time. Like April. That's why I be trying to sneak and shop without him. But he would be a good person for me to take if I'm trying to stay on my budget. If I'm trying to stay focused, I'm not trying to get distracted. Chuck will be a person I need to take in the store, because he's gonna tell me, all right, April, ain't you got that already? Like, all right, now we gotta go. So he will be the one. So for me, that would be my husband. Because if I go in the store by myself, and I do have willpower. Like, I can say, okay, I got $30, that's all I'm getting. But then a lot of time when I see something for that, that thing on sale. Them sales be getting me. Oh, I ain't got this color, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But I'm gonna tell you the beauty of that. I can write that stuff off. I can write off like clothes, because I do lifestyle content. I'm a lifestyle blogger, so I can write off, like when I shop clothing, travel, I can use that as a text write-off. So that's the beauty of getting the LLC. I get that back at the end of the year, even though I'm shopping, but I got my receipts and things like that. That's a text write-off for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of line of work I do into beauty blogging. So content creating, and you know what I'm saying, and that's shop, like clothing, that's a part of our business. So it still works out. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a goal, in all honesty, if you got a goal, you on a mission, your goal in the next 3 months is to pay that debt down, to own some additional property, to start your business, or to start your business account or whatever. You want to stick to that goal. You really want to be really, really, really consistent, and you want to stick to that goal. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, find an additional, this is my last point, find an additional stream of income. Multiple streams of income, guys. Money you can make in your sleep, things, money that's working for you. That's the goal right now. That's the goal. That should be the goal for everybody. Multiple ways of getting money, multiple streams of income. You know what I'm saying? That is something that you know what I'm saying, you would want to do. I promise you. Like, that right there, that could be like that multiple stream of income. That could be your extra gas money. That could be, you know what I'm saying, if you like makeup, guys, if you like to buy those nice J's, if you like whatever you like to do, that extra stream of income can fund that. That could be, you know what I'm saying, that could be your people call it their play money. If you just want to just go, I'm just gonna go, you know, probably to that amusement park, or that whatever that is you like to do, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can be able to do that because you earn an extra stream of income, guys. So, you know, we got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Additional ways of making money. If you get that increase off your job or whatever, bonuses, don't change your lifestyle up like that. Keep it the way it is. You just if anything, start, like, if you don't, whatever you don't need, start downsizing. Start thinking about creative ways you can keep money in your pockets. You can invest in other things. You should not be, if you are the age of 18 and up, think about investing in yourself. You should not be working a job, a career for 20 years and you have not invested in yourself. You know what I'm saying? That should not, you should want to look back in your life and say, I have invested in something in my life. I have done this for myself. This is something I'm proud of. This is something I can talk to my kids about, grandkids. I can encourage them. I can pass this stuff down. That should be the goal. You know what I'm saying? Do not work jobs and you do not pour back into yourself. You do not invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not finding ways to optimize, and whether that can be, if you don't want to own a business, you can invest like in stocks. You can invest in IRAs, things like that. Different stuff that you can get your money back, life insurance policies, stuff like that. Things that can help you out on rainy days. Whole life insurance policies and things like that. Invest in yourself, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is my Wealthy Talk Wednesday, guys. So for more lifestyle tips, y'all check out aprilblog.online. There I got that's my website, to where I do lifestyle topics, tips, different things about life, everything pertaining to, survival tips, how to, things that I do, experiences, things like that. So you can check that out on aprilblog.online, guys. And if you want to, you have a business, you want to help me, I can help promote businesses and things like that, because I have people from all over the world. They read their website over on aprilblog.online. Different people can see your story. People can see, things that which you want to share. Your products are tips or whatever it is that you want to be able to help others with. They can see that on aprilblog.online. And I also share like on my socials, in my groups and things like that, for others to see. So it's a big community. So so yeah, y'all go check that out. And also my lipstick line, I have Liquid Matte and other products over there. I have drop shipping items over there on my website, things like that, which I'm gonna have to revamp a lot of most of those drop ship items. So y'all check that out on stylesforme.org. I'm gonna have all that in the comment section. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head off. And then I got on my purple, I got on my girl Vane. This is what I got on this morning, purple base. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head off, guys. So happy Wealthy Wednesday. Thank wealth, thank investment, thank capitalization, thank how I'm gonna get my money back. That's how you got to think, guys. So see you in the next video. Blogging with April.